Hello students, this is Latif sir. Today I'll discuss about ICC class 9 chemistry. The topic is chemical changes and chemical reactions. Today I'll discuss about energy change in chemical reaction. We know that in every chemical reaction there is some change in energy involved. That is, there is a difference between the chemical energy of the reactant and product. Okay, and this energy can be in the form of heat, light, sound, electricity. Now, chemical energy. What is chemical energy? The potential energy stored within any substance is called its chemical energy. That is, every substance has a fixed amount of stored energy which is in the form of potential energy and is referred to as its chemical energy. We know that in any chemical change there is some breaking of old bond and formation of new bonds. Huh. So to break some old bond, there you should apply some amount of energy. Okay, or in the formation of new bond there should be a release of some amount of energy. So in every chemical reaction or in a chemical change, energy can be energy either absorbed or released. Okay, energy is required to break the bonds uh, present within reactant and energy released after the formation of bond in the product. Okay, so energy either absorbed or released in a chemical reaction. Okay, depending upon the energy released or absorbed, chemical changes or chemical reactions are two types. One is exothermic, another is endothermic. Now let's see what is exothermic and what is the endothermic chemical reaction. Exothermic chemical reaction, a reaction exothermic reaction is a reaction in which heat in the form of energy is given out, is called exothermic reaction, and it causes a rise in temperature. So those reactions in those reactions given out heat, that is energy, are called exothermic reactions. Example of exothermic reaction: when carbon burns in oxygen to form carbon dioxide, a lot of heat is produced. So this reaction is exothermic reaction because heat is given out by this reaction. Okay, so C plus O2 implies CO2 is an exothermic reaction, burning of carbon. Second example B, when water is added to quicklime, that is CaO, calcium oxide, huh, what will happen? A lot of heat energy is produced along with alkaline calcium hydroxide, that is slag lime, calcium hydroxide, CaOH whole twice, which is called slag lime, and quicklime means calcium oxide, CaO. When you add water to quicklime, then you will see that the lots of heat energy is produced. So the reaction is CaO plus water implies CaOH whole twice calcium hydroxide, that is slag lime, plus heat. So this is also a exothermic reaction. Third example, formation of water. When hydrogen is burned in oxygen, water is formed and heat is released. So this reaction is exothermic. So reaction is H2 plus O2 implies H2. You have to put some balancing coefficient to balance the equation. So 2H2 plus O2 implies H2H2 plus heat. So this is a exothermic reaction. Example D, formation of ammonia. Nitrogen react with hydrogen in the presence of catalyst. Nitrogen reacts with hydrogen in the presence of catalyst, finely divided in the presence of iron catalyst, at 450 degrees Celsius to 500 degrees Celsius and above 200 atmospheric pressure to form ammonia. So when hydrogen react with nitrogen to form ammonia in presence of iron catalyst, uh, the reaction is exothermic. Okay, so reaction is N2 plus 3H2 implies 2NH3 ammonia plus heat. The sign triangle it indicates heat. Okay, Respiration, rusting, burning of coal, petrol, kerosene, etc. are some common exothermic reactions. Okay. Now, endothermic reaction. Endothermic reaction just opposite of exothermic reaction. So, a chemical reaction in which heat is absorbed is called endothermic reaction. A chemical reaction in which heat is absorbed is called endothermic reaction. It causes a fall in temperature. This reaction cannot be sustained without supply of energy from the external source. Example of endothermic reaction. First example, formation of carbon disulfide. When when carbon is heated with sulfur at high temperature, liquid carbon disulfide is formed. The reaction is C plus 2S implies CH2. Huh. So this reaction is endothermic reaction because heat is required. Huh. In this case, heat is absorbed by this reaction. Okay. Second example, when nitrogen and oxygen are heated together at a temperature of about 3000 degrees Celsius, nitric oxide gas is formed. Nitrogen and oxygen react above about 300 degrees Celsius, then you will get nitric oxide. Okay, this reaction is endothermic because heat is absorbed in this reaction. So reaction is N2 plus O2 uh, implies 2NO, nitric oxide. Heat is 3000 degrees Celsius. Next example of endothermic reaction, calcium carbonate decomposes into carbon dioxide and calcium oxide when it is heated to a temperature about 1000 degrees Celsius. So when you heat calcium carbonate above or about 1000 degrees Celsius, then you will get calcium oxide and carbon dioxide gas. This reaction is an endothermic reaction. So reaction is CaCO3 solid plus heat 1000 degrees Celsius implies CaO calcium oxide plus carbon dioxide CO2. Okay. Now photochemical reaction. I have already told that some reaction may can also occur in presence of light energy or sound energy, electrical energy. Okay. So photochemical reactions, it is a reaction. Photochemical reaction is a reaction that occurs with the absorption of light energy. Photochemical reactions is a reaction that occurs with the absorption of light energy. Example of photochemical reaction. You know that photosynthesis, which occurs in the presence of sunlight only. So in this reaction, that is in photosynthesis, carbon dioxide and water react to form glucose, water and oxygen gas. This reaction only takes place in presence of sunlight. So photosynthesis is a photochemical reaction. Okay, because here light energy is used. The reaction is 6CO2 plus 12H2O implies chlorophyll, sunlight implies products are glucose C6H12O6 plus 6H2O plus 6O2. Similarly, silver nitrate, if you kept silver nitrate in open sunlight, you will see that silver nitrate will and break and you will get silver, nitrogen dioxide and oxygen. So reaction is AgNO3 implies sunlight 2Ag plus silver metal plus nitrogen dioxide 2NO2 plus oxygen gas O2. So these two reactions are photochemical reaction. Now electrochemical reaction. It is a reaction that occurs with the absorption of electrical energy. Electrochemical reactions. It is a reaction that occurs with the absorption of electrical energy. Example of electrical reactions. First, fuse potassium chloride on passing current through it. It breaks into charged particle, that is ions, of potassium and chloride. First, if you pass current through KCl, potassium chloride solution, then you will get potassium ion, K plus ion, and Cl minus ion. Okay, so this is a electrochemical reaction. Similarly, Acidulated water breaks into hydrogen and oxygen. So if you pass current through acidulated water, so the reaction is 2H2O implies or arrow, right, electrical current above the arrow implies 2H2 plus O2. So water will break to form what hydrogen gas and oxygen gas. So this is also a electrochemical reaction, because the reaction in this reaction heat absorbed in terms of electrical energy. Okay, thank you.